Welcome yet to another beautiful edition of the Think Better, Do Better show. It is a beautiful day here. I'm having my tea as I'm going to be sharing with you quite a very interesting episode. This is episode 1 of how to remain competitive at your job. How to remain competitive at your job. I'm not talking about work, I'm talking about job. How to remain competitive at your job. My name is Kato Mukasa. Um, Filming this right here in Newcastle. I'm an international commercial lawyer and entrepreneurship coach. In the studio with me is Dennis Bongole, who is working on the IT issues to make sure that you are able to see me and hear me and be able to have this conversation with us. We are Think Better, Do Good Better Consultants Company, and we are going to be talking about how to remain competitive at your job. I'm not talking about work, I'm talking about job. In one of my episodes, I'll be explaining to you the difference between work and job. Today, I'm talking about job. What you do and you get paid because of your skills and you earn a living. Now, respect your contract. Number one, if you are going to keep your job intact, you must respect your contract, your terms of work, your terms of reference. For us, the consultants, we are normally given terms of references and checklists. In all the works I've done as a consultant, I've consulted with the government of Uganda. I was a consultant for the Minister of Gender under the Department of the National Youth Council when I released my first book, How to Start That Business, in 2007. And the next year, I was working with the Minister of Gender for quite some years. And of course, I've been always saying that my boss was the current Vice President of Uganda, Jessica Rupo, who was by then the Minister of Gender. Now, as a consultant, I know that that is job, and that job, you are given terms of reference. I still have my terms of reference when I was a consultant for the government of Uganda under the Ministry of Gender, Youth and Social Development, and specifically under the Department of the National Youth Council. My work was to teach entrepreneurship to every youth in Uganda, youth groups, and I traveled in all districts of Uganda. So I come to you with that background, of course, having worked with international organizations, international companies, and international NGOs, including the one I'm serving right here in Newcastle. So I know what it means to be competitive at your job and what it means to be fired because you have failed to be competitive. Remember, an employer is only going to give you a job if you are competitive. Number one, Dennis has put it there, respect your contract. We give you a contract. A contract spells what? What to do and what not to do. What is expected of you. You must be able to understand your contract. If you are going to have a business and you don't have contracts, your business is dead. Even if it's a house girl, even if it's a housemaid, when you bring her to your home, give her a contract. And I advise you, learn it from me. Start making them sign, but ensure that they understand what they are signing. A contract may be verbal. Let me not go into legal gymnastics here, but respect your contract. Number two, then, is eliminate excuses. Eliminate excuses. Excuses. People, human beings give excuses. Human beings are so good at giving excuses. He's late at work and says, you see, it rained. Hopeless. Hopeless. You cannot come work late and say it rained. You must be very stupid to think that I'm going to wait for you because it rained. Work does not know rain. You must find ways to be at work at the right time. You don't give excuses that there was traffic jam. That is the stupid excuse people give. The people I've worked with, the Norwegians, the English, the Scottish, the Americans, the Dutch, people I've been working with for years, they don't entertain bullshit. They don't entertain excuses. That my mother was sick, you see, they don't know that. Work does not respect that. You communicate in advance. If something happened, you communicate in advance so that people adjust. People cannot simply sit there in a meeting waiting for you and you come 30 minutes late. Many people in Africa have a problem of keeping time. In fact, I should tell you this. Our supervisor, a Norwegian called Gunnar Olafsen, the guy I worked with for 14 years. I worked with Gunnar Olafsen from Norway for 14 years, and he was my supervisor. He would always ask us if we are going for a meeting and say, we are going to meet at 9 in the morning. And he would say, is it Ugandan time or Norwegian time? He would always ask, are you meaning Ugandan time or Norwegian time? By Norwegian time was meaning keeping time to be time. Ugandan time, when you tell them it's 9, they're going to come at 11. Ugandan time. Eliminate excuses. I hate people who give excuses because my bosses have been so hard on me. When I had a stint at UNDP, my boss, who I was serving, a lady, who was trained from Yale School in America, she was so tough on me. She used to say, Kato, I'm a perfectionist. She used to say, I'm a perfectionist. And whatever I was doing for her, I was always walking on eggshells because my boss was too tough. Very beautiful lady like this. And I was young from the university. But I respected her so much because she always told me, I am a perfectionist. I don't entertain excuses. She could send a car to my home to be picked. Special car for the office. Because she wanted me to be on time. No excuses. You don't say there was jam. If you're going to do this, you're going to do field work. The same thing. The same thing when I was working for IFPRI, International Food Research Policy Institute. My boss, Dr. May, Dr. May, the head of the Faculty of Gender at Makerere at one point, is a no-nonsense woman. That was my boss under the IFPRI program. Dr. Sengendo, head of Faculty of Arts, Makerere University. Those were my bosses under IFPRI, International Food Policy Research Institute, when I was working with them. And I can tell you, they never tolerated my stupid excuses. Now, I'm telling you, I've worked with international organizations. I've worked with top-notch managers. I've worked with international people. I know they don't excuse your bullshit of excuses. They are going to fire you when you give excuses. Number 3 then is be ethical. Be ethical. Ethical. I'm a humanist. I'm very secular. I don't believe in your gods and all that stuff. I'm very secular. My ideology is ethical consideration. Have a value. Have values. Stand for anti-corruption. Don't be a sexist. Don't be a misogynist. Respect women, respect children, respect the elder, respect the cook, respect the janitor, respect everyone. Be ethical. Be ethical. Number 4, Dennis. Ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help. When you are stuck, say, I don't know. Ask for help. I'm stuck. Like I tell Dennis here, the one I'm working with right now, that look, me, I'm not a tech savvy. Really, I don't know computer that much. Even when I got my first computer in 2002, my boss, Professor Mutesasira, gave it to me as a gift. That was my first computer. But up to now, From 2002, those are 20 years. But I can't claim to be an expert in computer. I ask them to help me because I know that I have limitations. I accept my weaknesses in technology and say an expert can help me. But also, I'm a good commercial lawyer. You give me an insurance case, I'm going to win it. You give me a mortgage issue to solve, you give me a money laundering case to solve, I'm going to give you advice. I'm good at that. I'm good at commerce. I'm good at data, finances, accounts. You know, that's why I'm good, because I'm a commercial lawyer. I talk money, I talk finance. I look at debts and solve them. I look at liquidation of companies. That's where my specialization is. Now, I ask for help in matters I don't know. Next is manage time effectively. Manage time effectively. Keep time, keep time, keep time. Africans. I'm an African. And I'll talk to people I know that many of them basically are relaxed when it comes to keeping time. I'm an African and I'm proud to be one, but I'm telling you, we must improve on time management. I've talked about that. Next is know your boundaries. Know your boundaries. Then it's point number 6, know your boundaries. Manya wokoma, know your limits. Know your boundaries. Now, when you are at work, you must know that this line I don't cross. I've told you, in my life, I've worked with bosses that are women. I've mentioned Dr. May Sengendo of IFPRI, International Food Policy Research Institute, and who was also head of faculty of Gender Makerere University. That was my boss, was a woman. I worked with Rose at the UNDP, who was also my boss, a woman, you know. And I've worked with so many other women who are my bosses. So I know my boundary. Even when I'm a man, I have to respect my seniors. I have to respect the ladies, you know. You have to know your boundaries. If you are working with people, respect them. Don't abuse them. Don't insult them. Even when you have the boss, know your boundaries. Just being humble, being cautious, being courteous, being receptive, being a good listener. These are all qualities I'm talking about in one thing. Know your boundary. Next, discover your passion. Discover your passion. Passion. What do you want to achieve in life? What are you good at? Discover your passion. Passion is key. When I talk here, as you can see me, I talk with passion because talking is my niche. Finance, business is my niche. People know me as a human rights lawyer, but I'm telling you, my specialization is commercial law. But the only difference between me and you is that whatever I do, I love what I do. That's the only difference between me and you. That people know me as a commercial lawyer, but honestly, I did human rights law at a bachelor's degree at law. I never even majored in human rights. But people know me as a human rights lawyer. But no, I'm a commercial lawyer. I'm an economist. That's where my specialization is. But because whatever I do it with passion, you can take me for a human rights lawyer. But my specialization is commercial law, basically. I talk finance, I talk business, I talk mortgages, I talk insurance, I talk intellectual property. Those are my areas: intellectual property, computing laws, cyber laws, internet crime, cyber crime. Those are my areas of specialization. Passion is my niche. Now, next is practice forgiveness. Practice forgiveness. Number 8, practice forgiveness. If you want to keep your job, don't keep a chiniga, as we call it in my language, down there in Uganda. Forgiveness. Practice forgiveness. People are going to annoy you. People are going to do mistakes. You are not perfect either. I make so many mistakes a day. Your Bible talks about forgiving 7,007 something times a day. And all those hopeless things in there. But the point is about forgiveness. That's the point I pick from your Bible. Forgiveness. Now, people are going to do mistakes. Forgive them and don't remind them. I had a partner who could always remind me of things I did 10 years ago, or 7, or 3, or 4. She cannot forget something. She brings it back and she becomes a problem. She becomes a cycle, Forgive and move on. So next is fulfill your promises. Fulfill your promises. Meet your promises. Be good at your promises. Number 9 then is fulfill your promises. That is very, very important. Promises unkept are debts. Fulfill your promises. When you say, tomorrow I'm paying you, pay them. When you say, I'm going to pay you this much, that is what you must pay. There are people I worked with who cheated me when I was in my vacation for senior 4, my holiday for senior 6. A rich man in Masaka City, the owner of the top hotels there, cheated me. I worked for 9 months. He never paid me. Up to now, I've been talking about him. I won't mention him here because I've already talked about him everywhere. That man is a cheat. Owner of 2 very big 5-star hotels. Employed me for 9 months, never paid me. Our contract was verbal. And he's a father to me. He's too old. He's now in his 70s. Gave me a contract. I was working day and night, sleeping at his hotel. I was the receptionist. I was the more of an askari. I was the accountant. I was everything. I even served food, room service. And for 9 months, he never paid me. He never kept his promise. I was only 19 years, but I've never forgotten him. Why? He did bad to me and he never kept his promise. Keep your promises. Learn to tell your workers what you can manage. If you cannot pay 100,000, say I can pay only 20. But that 20, ensure it is paid. When I was running Pearl Vocational Training College, I was not paying so much money at my college. I own a college, but I was paying what I can afford. I tell you I'm going to pay you 500,000, and I make sure that I get it and I pay it to you. Promises kept is your value. Number 10 is be data obsessed. Be data obsessed. Data obsessed. Data oriented. Now, if you're going to keep your job, learn to know how to read financial statements. Learn to know how to do research. Learn to know how to know the latest information. Yesterday, I was talking to someone in Scotland on phone, and I was telling her, you cannot live in a country without knowing its population, without knowing its unemployment level, without knowing its overstaffed sector and understaffed sector. Data, we deal with data. There's no I can be in the UK without knowing the unemployment rate in the UK, without knowing the population in the UK, without knowing the leading business in the UK. I must know data. A worker, an employee must be knowing the data of the company, the facts. Deal with facts. Number 11 then is face your challenges head on. Face your challenges head on. Learn to face your challenges head on. There are going to be challenges. There are going to be problems in life. Life, as Shakespeare said, is not a straight line. Life is crooked. We are on a stage, everyone has a part to play. That is life. Now, there are challenges. There are going to be seasons when you don't have money as a company, and you must find ways. There are times when you can even go to office and there's no money for lunch. Some of us who have been managing companies of our own, it can be so hard. You are going to face challenges, but learn to face them head on. Learn to accept, learn to keep a positive attitude, a positive mind. And finally, number 12, I said this is episode 1. Number 12, finally, I'm saying embrace imperfections. Be kind, be humble. Then you can say be kind, be humble, and be confident. Kind, humble, and confident. I'm just joining 3 elements under 1. Be humble, be kind, and be confident at what you do. Be confident. No employee would like to have a worker that is so timid. who is not confident. If you went to school, you should be confident. Be confident. And be kind. Be kind. Don't boss around. Your degree is useless if you continue bossing around. Everyone knows you went to school. And your degrees are not written on your face. I have 3 degrees, 2 degrees in law, 1 degree in economics. But no one can see them here. And when I die, they are useless. So when you meet a janitor, when you meet a driver, a degree is so useless. What is important is you. So be humble, be kind, be confident, be an outgoing person. Thank you for tuning in. Dennis, show us a few photos for this episode, just a few, not everything we shared really because of time. And then we conclude this one. That is the book. That is my book. Think for yourself and do good better. Please subscribe on Amazon. Please go to Amazon and get that copy of that book. These episodes are coming to you free. We don't charge you any money. Please, you can be able to help us, support us by buying a copy. Equity, you know, and be able to take other people's pain. Don't be a pain to them, you know. Be able to accommodate people. Be a team player. Be a team player. They are into meeting. You know, they are respecting each other. Be able to work hard. Avoid either things, life hacks, shortcuts. Don't be stressed. Don't be stressed. Don't be stressed. Avoid stress. It will kill you. Those 10 steps to success. Trying and trying and trying, and persistence is the key. Persistence is the key. Yes, focus. Stop hiding. Stop hiding and face your challenges. What are your passion? Keep watering, keep working on yourself. Improve yourself. Your degree is useless. It's your skill that we want. I don't want your degree. Don't go into office romance. It's time to work. You are having sex. That is not good. We are talking about over experience. If you're at home, don't worry about work. Don't stress yourself so much. Have time for you. You are at work and you are so stressed, you know, you are falling down. Help others if they are having a bad day at work, you know, and be the best teacher. Learn from your mistakes. Your last mistake should be your lesson. Your last mistake should be your lesson to learn. Being happy for others. Always be happy for others at work. Be happy for their success. Rejoice with them. Someone has bought a car. Be happy. Hug them. Be happy for other people's success and face your fear. Fear has 2 meanings. Forget everything and run away, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Face your fears. And that one will be explained in the next one, the growth mindset. Then it's next, think positively and ahead of time. Be like that bird. You can be able to feed others. You sacrifice. Don't fear to walk alone if whatever you're doing is the best thing. You know, alone. Think. Don't stress yourself. Learn to think without thinking, and have a good attitude. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere until you change it. Change your bad attitude. Wake up early like this man and go to work. Wake up early. I love this man. The strongest people make time to help others, even if they are struggling with their own personal demons. That guy from the Nordic films, you know. Those are the books. Please subscribe. Please subscribe and buy our books. Please visit the Amazon, buy a copy of our book. That's the only way you can support us to continue serving you. Get a copy. Support us by getting a copy of Think for Yourself and Do Good Better. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, I want to see more people watching these videos. Share them. Subscribe. Hit that button today and share. And the notification bell will be able to tell you we have a next one. Thank you for being a very good audience. See you in the next one.